All right, welcome back to Judas Steer. We missed a week. We are back. Don't worry about it. We learned to aim. It's all good. Now, last week, we missed a week, Chris. I saw the look of confusion on your face. We missed, so now we aim better. That's the joke. It's a pun, all right? Let me wash that confusion away. All right. So, last week, we picked up in the middle of a terrible fight with some Satan bears. The posse had been employed by Stubtoe Duncan to go and do a favor for a mysterious individual who did not like asking for favors. Upon meeting this mysterious individual, the party realized that he was Cthulhu, only not really. We weren't really certain. Two of the posse members seemed to hallucinate that he was betentacled, which is my new favorite word, betentacled. And one of the posse members saw him as a perfectly normal but grisly and dark-looking feller. He asked the party to go and retrieve a strange device developed by some new scientist that was somewhere, presumably, on the tracks between Dodge and Tombstone. Now, he had sent other cowpokes along that way, guns for hire and so forth, but none had ever returned. As the posse rolled up on the woods were particularly creepy and not to one's liking. And so as you got deeper and deeper in that sense of tension and what come what may, I will die started to rise, right? Like that was the impression y'all were getting. And then when you came upon the stumbled cart that was flipped on its side here, this train cart that was separated from the rest of the train, Matthias jumped in and noticed the great bloody pentacle that was supposed to be all over the floor, which is now the wall of this train car. And he did find himself that device. It's about tube this big, right? And so he put it in his coat. And as y'all were climbing out, Sam, who had been using her steampunk prosthetic arm to help the group up onto the train car, her arm kept making these howling and hissing noises. And that seemed to alert the wildlife at first, and then quickly, as you realize the wildlife was not being alerted because they are wildlife and curious, they were in fact possessed by some sort of satanic power, which Matthias, over the course of the last encounter, identified as Andolini, whoever Andolini is.
Yeah, I ain't talking about that yet. Wait, hold on. Do I actually, has the party discussed that Andolini is looking for our Padre, or is that something we only know as the players?
I do not think so. I do not think it has been discussed.
All right.
So there was that incident where Matthias tried to speak with the creatures and was greeted instead with the intelligence behind their actions. And acting in strange, human-like unison, they all descended upon the party. There were these great big demon bears looking to take chomps out of people's faces and succeeding in some cases. Sam, you will remember that a huge chunk of your face got ripped off during this fight.
I remember, yes.
There were these elks who were slamming themselves against the cart, trying to knock folks off. Meanwhile, the wolves were jumping up and trying to make a mess of people standing on top. They mostly succeeded, all right? This elk is actually dead. This is the one that Matthias exploded with a charge of magical energy. And
turns out you can't drink elk, by the way, folks.
It's not healthy, nope. And
not good for you.
So over the course of this encounter, Matthias did pick up another insanity because you guys are all kinds of creative with your destiny tokens. And yet again, the audience has reliably selected for another madness because apparently the rest of the system just ain't no fun, I guess. Who knows? So instead of playing a game, we are playing the let's shove more madnesses down Matthias' dick hole than we can manage. And Matthias, you are now addicted to water, which means two things. One, you are perpetually thirsty, and you'll perpetually be drinking if you can manage it. And two, you will pretty much constantly have to pee at the least opportune moments for the rest of your life. That's basically how that works. All right? You gotta go right now. All right? Gotta go. Now, from there, Serranus had been knocked out by literally a flying wolf corpse because the wolf leapt at him and he shot the wolf in the head, killed the wolf, and then the wolf corpse hit him in the head and knocked him out in a tragic comedy of errors that managed to conveniently remove Serranus from the scene when Serranus had to step away from the table last last session, I think. And then we had, if I may say so, one of the most brilliantly acted scenes I have ever witnessed in my life at any of my tables, in which Sam managed to make my jaw hurt by pretending that her entire half face was gone and was bleeding and bits dripping out of her face. And Matthias...
It was gross.
It was disgusting.
It was gross.
It was absolutely disgusting. And Matthias, using his huckster, poker-driven, mischief spirit-dealing magics, managed to heal Sam's face. Mostly. It turns out there was just a bit of the damage that can't be undone, so you're looking pretty ugly right now. But you're thinking that you might actually be able to cover some of that up. Maybe build yourself a little bit of steampunk glory. You're getting some ideas for some devices, I assume.
I already got some ideas. I do, yes.
Because Sam is a bit of a new scientist, a bit of a tinkerer herself, and so that's where that was going. Now, at the end of the last session, we finished off basically with Serranus unconscious, being I think potato sacked over Sam's shoulder. Is that what that was going on?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that we went over to pick him up yet. Because we haven't even tried to wake him up.
No, that's true. That's true. All right. So, after all this business has gone down, all right, as the action gets started here, I do want to let the audience know there are 2 ways you can interact with the stream, like directly. 1, we reward all donations to the stream with the ability to control the dice. The rules for that are all underneath the stream, under the unnatural dice rules. You can buy crits, botches, you can buy advantages and disadvantages. You can buy destiny tokens, so you get to pick what kind of backlash goes down when players pick up madnesses, backlashes, and so forth. In addition to all that, this show is brought to you by the nerd community, which is critical to your gaming experience. You can find us at www.nerd-community.com, or you can come hang out on our Discord server at www.discord.me/nerdherd. And then finally, if you see something that the audience does that you really like, be certain to type BEAT in all caps in the chat, and that will let the audience know that you are applauding and that you like what you see. And in addition, I will be giving the players extra white chips for those beats in reward for their good play and entertaining performance. All right? So, there you are. The forest is not dead around you, but the trees and the grass, the air itself seems to coil up, ready to strike at any moment. Something else lurks in these woods. You're certain of it. And there's there's Finn, with his hat dropped next to him, with a dead, bleeding wolf leaking its guts out all over his shirt, just like sprawled on top of him. His gun sitting right next to his open hand. He is unconscious. There are more dead animals here than you can shake a stick at. But you did recover the device. And this train cart started giving you the creeps. For no reason you can actually put your finger on. It's just making the hair on the back of your neck stand up. What do you do?
Sorry. I'll look over at Sam and I'll say, we should probably bring him back to town before we wake him up.
That could be a very good idea. Because if he sees all of what's just going on, he's probably going to flip out.
Yeah. Or at least get back to where we left the horses, because he might be able to find them again. And I'm sure he'll conveniently wake up at that point when I drop him on the train tracks.
Good call. I'll let you be in charge of that. You see those red lights are still there, right, Marshall?
Yep, look, them's the fireflies. They seem to be does your character look at them, study them real quick? 'Cause that's an unusual color for a firefly now, ain't it?
Yeah, I've got cat eyes, scrutinizing type, type stuff.
Sam's got that inexplicable supernatural ability. Yeah, her eyes are like when she closes her eyes and you open them up and they reflect moonlight Or at least that's what Matthias thinks he's seeing, is like a cat's eyes, that reflection, right? In reality, this is something Sam's been able to do since she was just a little girl. And it doesn't matter what light there is, her eyes always give that soft sheen when she uses this ability. And she's able to see things inhumanly far away and in such clarity that no other mortal would actually be able to process what's going on. So go ahead and roll me the appropriate dice for a scrutinize or a search or something.
That would call back to which attribute?
Cognition.
Because I don't have a cognition. This will be at a +4. That's the what I get for having that ability. And I don't know if it goes back to a -2 because it's an untrained scrutinize, but...
All right, so you get a 3. Would you like to spend any chips on this roll?
Well, shouldn't that be a 3 + 4? Because I don't have the +4 added into this macro.
Right. It would be plus, I think it's -4 for untrained.
Of course it is.
So would you like to force anything to explode, or would you like to add any more dice?
No.
All right. So on 3, you will be able to determine that upon looking closer, it ain't the abdomens of these fireflies that's glowing that color. It's their eyes.
Yeah, we should get out of here now.
Matthias, are you opposed to this plan?
I will.
Apparently, she had a crit.
When did I get a crit?
Yep, from Zhang. I don't know why he I don't know why he told me. But
well, that's what I'm concerned about, because if we're not getting follow or notifications on
it's
it, then...
it's on the sheet. Like both you and Finn have.
Right,
have
I see
crits.
that. But when I went to check the sheet initially, he used his tokens. That's why.
That's
I
why,
got
yeah,
it.
because she's used to me
Alright.
calling out the donations have been added to the sheet. Right. So make it a habit.
Yeah, because I did check. Yeah.
Yep, make it a habit to check before every roll. Right before you roll. Rather than, like, keeping in mind what you got coming up. Just check right before you make a die roll, because tokens get spent and shit like that. All right? Now, so on a critical success on that scrutinized check, not only will you be able to determine that it is their eyes that are glowing this color, and not only will you be able to determine that it is the same color that the eyes of the animals was glowing, right? But you will also notice that these fireflies seem to be taking up very particular positions in unison with each other, such that no space in this clearing is not touched by the light of their glow. And furthermore, they only seem to be hovering in little tiny bits. They're not like drifting along and flying like this. They're flying in little tiny bits, like hovering in the air, the way that these bugs might not normally fly in tiny little circles.
So she'll start moving towards that firefly, and I'll put my hand on my gun, and I'll say, "You probably shouldn't get too close to that. That ain't a right glow."
No, it ain't a right glow. It's a lot like the glows in other white life. However, I'm not sure a gun is the best defense against a firefly. Because I've been shooting my whole life. And
pretty certain the best
that's
defense
pretty
against the
damn hard to
firefly
hit.
is Fox Network. Oh! It hurts. Sorry. Back in character. Could not get away with not saying that.
rest in peace.
So, my guess is that maybe something wide and flat, like a coat, or if we were able to
Well, see, the
use
thing
some sort
is,
of water or
that-
liquid or something.
the problem here is that, man, I'm thirsty. The problem here is that, if we capture said firefly, because I happen to have a jar, I keep things around. If we capture said firefly, unfortunately, the person inside it will be able to see us, and I'm not sure we want that.
Well, if we capture a firefly, then we'll wrap the jar in a coat so it can't see where we're going.
Can fireflies hear? Do they have ears? You're a scientist. You might know.
I don't actually know. But I'm sure that there are ways of making it so that they don't know what we're doing.
All right.
I really want to capture one of these things. Maybe 2. God damn. I snort gunpowder. Lots of it, because my face has been ripped off.
I ain't never interrogated a firefly before, but I suppose I could give it a shot.
Well, if you want to try speaking to one of them, go right ahead. But
I did that.
That they're gonna.
That didn't work.
They're gonna follow
did.
us if we start moving away.
Oh,
I've never threatened a firefly before.
Well, I imagine it's kind of like pulling the wings off a fly. Not that I have ever done or endorsed that behavior, but I heard it's a thing. All right, so hold on. Let me check here. I'll start patting down my coat, and I'll look for a jar.
All right. Do me a favor, Matthias.
Yeah.
Roll me. If you get under a 30 on a D100, I'll say that you don't have a jar. But this is Matthias. I know he is prone to holding all kinds of crap. But I also know he's prone to not keeping track of the crap he's holding. So,
it's true.
You don't have a jar in your coat for some reason.
So I will pull the jar out and I'll shake it, make sure nothing's in it. Because even if they don't look like it, there could still be something. And I will unscrew it and I will be like, all right, I don't know how to sneak up on one of these, but we're going to give this a shot.
Well, all right.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say I have a coat. I'm wearing a coat.
Yep.
I'm gonna take it off, and I'm gonna creep forward on this firefly and try to throw the coat over the firefly.
All right. Roll me 2 rolls. 1, I need you to roll me fighting. And 2, I need you to roll me what is it? Notice. What is the name of the aptitude for spotting things out of the corner of your eye?
1 sec, Marshall. Scrutinize.
Scrutinize. There's also search. What else is there?
There's just scrutinize and search, Marshall.
All right. So roll me search and roll me roll me search and roll me fighting.
This will be a cognition and a strength check.
All right, both a -4.
Yeah.
The cognition will result in neutral because of the.
Yep, because of your power.
Well, I'm not invoking cat eye, so I don't know. Okay. And fighting goes back to strength.
Yep.
Should I use arm strength or regular
nimbleness,
strength?
not strength. Nimbleness.
Nimbleness. All right. Good. That one I have.
I'm better at that.
All right. So, with rolls like that, 1, you will catch the firefly, and 2, you will not notice anything amiss.
All right. I clicked a link. I wish I knew what I rolled. I don't know what I rolled.
All right. So, Marshall, I'm gonna put it in the jar.
All right. So Sam, you sneak up, you get your coat, and you catch it, right? Not unlike them cowpokes you've seen with a lasso trying to catch themselves a calf, right? So you catch that firefly in your coat, right? And you feel it buzzing around inside your coat as you walk over to Matthias, and Matthias will open up the jar and let the firefly loose into the jar and quickly screw it back up. Now you got yourself a firefly in a jar, and it's glowing a real bright, angry red now. You done pissed it off.
I will hold the jar up and I will look at the firefly.
Firefly looks back at you.
I'll look real hard.
Looks back at you.
And then I will shake the jar vigorously.
Stop it! I need that! You're gonna break it!
I'm just
Ask me questions
dazing it.
first.
It's stunned. It's fine. I'll put it back and I'll put it in the coat.
So Sam, you see this firefly get... Say what?
I have a question. Was it Matthias or was it Finn who spoke to the glowing eyes before?
That was
and
Matthias.
It was Finn, right? It was Matthias.
It was Matthias, and nobody knows that he did that.
Yes. All right.
All right.
It did not have an obvious magical effect to observe.
Okay.
All right. So. What was I saying?
The firefly's dazed.
Right, so the firefly's dazed. Looks fine to you, Sam. Now to Matthias, right, this firefly's looking real angrily at you. And maybe it flips you off a little bit. With its tiny little firefly legs.
Well, ain't that... What a dick.
Yeah.
I'm going to shove it into my coat. All right, so we got us one of these to interrogate and possibly experiment on later. We should probably get out of here before more critters make their way over here. I don't know if the rest of the forest is like this. I don't want to find out, really. Yeah, I'm all about getting out of here.
Was there anything else in the train car that we needed to get out? We got the device.
No, nothing at all in that train car.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I actually trust him.
I'm sorry.
So I'm not going to roll for it. I think he's lying, but I think that he's a damn good reason he doesn't want me to go in that train car, and I actually respect that.
You think he's lying, but you think it's a means to an end, and you trust his ends. All right.
And I say, okay. And I'll go over to Finn to see if I can pick him up. Or wake him up.
All right, so you can head over to grab Finn, and you guys are going to bring him to the horses before you wake him up, or?
Oh, that's right.
All right, so you are going to wait. Just verify, make sure we know what the plan is.
I am real quick. I'll tell Sam to go on up ahead real quick. And I'll catch up. Cause I'm a set fire to the train car.
What is it with you?
I will not go wait. If he wants me to go on ahead. No, we're gonna stay together. What do you want? What are you
all right,
about,
all right. Hold on then. Hold on. I'll one moment. I'll go around the other side of the train car. I'll just start a small fire that's going to be enough to take it on. And then as she starts seeing the smoke...
I assume he's pissing.
Are you like using one of your hexes to cause this fire? Or are you just starting a fire?
I'm just starting a fire.
All right, roll me, you got survival or something similar to that?
Well, I have a crit.
Yeah, I don't want to waste a crit on this. So whatever. I was gonna see if there was like how obviously you would be failing to hide the fact that you were like starting to fight. Like, would you hear the rubbing of the sticks or the flint?
Well, I figured
like,
she would see
you
the
walk
smoke
over and
as I
grab
start.
all the kindling, right? No, but no, you can start a fire, and so after a moment, Sam, you will hear the chink chink tink 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 of a flint and tinder, right? And then you will hear the distinct sound of fire. Crackle, 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 crackle. You will see
what are you doing? You poke your head around the side?
I will poke my head around and look at her in return. And I will say, I don't know how to put this delicately. But if you ever fought a bear, as we just did, you will come to appreciate why you do not want to fight it again when it is already dead.
I process this for just a moment, and then I say, "That's a damn good idea," and I'll start walking towards the horses.
I was really hoping, Matthias, that you were going to stick your head around the corner of the train and be like, "Pissing? Why?" All right, so you've got this fire set up now. You gonna burn the corpses and the car?
Well, because there's the bottom section of it's caved in. Because she punched a hole through it. So I'm just gonna stuff the corpses that I can in there. Because I started a fire on the other side because I was hiding. So I'm gonna just toss the corpses in there, and by the time I'm done, I assume the fire's probably gonna be getting close to taking in the whole car.
Yeah, all right. So you're gonna light the car on fire. You're gonna stuff all the corpses in it, and that's gonna take you. He's what?
If he does not do it himself, I will go and use my strong arm to grab the bear corpses and bring them over to him.
Oh, I wasn't going to put them in there. I was just going to kind of roll them into, at the car and just prop them up against the car.
I can see Matthias wearing his priest robes and his wide brim black hat, right? With the burning car, right? And the cross around his neck, just kind of rolling the bear corpse like it's a log, just along the ground. The bear's legs are flop flop, flop flop, flop.
There's a little squishing sound. All the blood as I sip in it.
Yeah. All right. Now that's gonna
Can't drink it. No good of that.
That's gonna take you a little bit. And Sam, you did say you were going up on ahead when you realized what he was doing.
Yeah, I guess I did say that.
Now, Sam, you will reach the point where your horses are supposed to be, and they ain't there.
Well, it's not entirely unexpected.
The look on Serrano's face. I didn't need to hear his microphone cue up to know what he just said.
My fucking horse!
So, you have a horse problem, and you have a horse expert, Potato Sack.
I slap him awake.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
My right hand.
With your flesh and blood hand, all right. So,
my flesh hand, yes.
Finn. All right. Here's the deal, right? You are in the bloody heat of battle. You are shooting at wolves, bears, elks. There is chaos. You ain't never seen wildlife work like this. There must be something mightily fine and delicious inside this train car. There is just no way. No way. These bears are passing up the chance at these elks to get at you guys in the train car, right? And these elks are so motivated to get in this train car that they don't care about the bears. Or the wolves. All right? So your best guess is whatever device it is you have been sent to collect is some sort of new science thing that makes food more delicious than it actually is, right? That's basically the best run theory we've got going right now. And so here you are defending the deliciousness of food from wild, vicious, starving animals. And
as you do.
Oh, as you do. A wolf comes jumping, flying off, it comes flying off the cart, right? Having tried to get Sam, slips, falls, and then decides you are closer. So it jumps at you. You blow its skull clean off its shoulders with your rifle, right? Pop goes the weasel, its head, butt, brain, skull bits everywhere, and then you realize that you shot it midair. And as you were sitting there congratulating yourself on damn, that was a cool shot. I should have been doing this my whole... Thud! You get smacked right in the face by the rest of the body, which was still sailing through the air. And then, a moment later, you wake up. All right? You wake up, and you are sitting on the ground in front of Sam, whose face looks a little scarred and torn up.
Oh, that didn't look too bad.
What,
Hi,
this?
Sam. Yeah, I thought it ripped your whole face off.
Yeah, Matthias.
What about Matthias?
Gunpowder, I told you it works. I told you the gunpowder works. Here, you want some?
No, where's Matthias? What the hell's my horse?
I was hoping you could help me figure that out. Matthias, it will be along shortly. He's taking a piss. On some bear shit. Bears and wolf corpses.
From now on, every time we are disposing of body, it's just going to be taking a piss. Like, it's going to be code for disposing
For the
of
record,
bodies.
hold on. I want it to be said right now. You should all be concerned because he just uttered the phrase every time we're disposing of bodies. Like, that's going to be a frequent thing we have to deal with. I just want that to be said. I did not say that.
Matthias, aren't you the one who stuffed a body in your closet because you weren't done with it?
Saving it for later.
That's what she said.
Oh, God.
Well, this just got a little piece of heaven on me if
Yeah,
any
you
of
should
you
stop
are
with that reference. You should stop with that reference. You should stop with that reference. And you should get back on track. We will not be making that reference right now. You will be back on track. So, Finn.
Marshall, do I smell smoke?
I'm going to say no because the horse is wigged out long before you got to the train car.
Fair enough. Where's Matthias? What?
I told you, he said.
Oh, all that meat and fur. We could have sold that.
Were you gonna carry it? Because I had to carry you, in case you don't remember. Which you
Well, you
probably
coulda
don't.
walked-
Because you were unconscious.
You could have woke me up back there. I could have helped.
No, I couldn't. You wouldn't wake up.
When you,
I had to slap you to get you to wake up just now.
Thank you. All
Just
right,
be
where's
glad
my
I didn't
horse?
use this hand. I don't know. Let's find him. Come on. You're supposed to be good at this. Call its name or whatever you gotta do to get it to come back.
You've used that hand before.
To slap
Anyway.
you?
Yeah. Anyway. Silver, come here, boy.
All right, now, Finn.
No, it's Sonny. Sonny, come here, boy.
All right, so Sonny does not respond immediately, which means one of two things. He is dead, or he did not hear you. These are the only two circumstances you have ever known Sonny to not respond to your voice. You see, you, as a Pony Express rider, have a very special relationship with your horse. You and your horse are, two of a kind. So, why don't you, Finn, tell me, the marshal, a little bit about your horse, what he likes, what he doesn't like? So I can get a better feel for exactly what kind of trouble Sonny might have gotten himself into.
Well,
He's dead. No.
I haven't thought of it. Oh, sorry.
Well, that escalated quickly, I tell you what. It is
I haven't
most
really-
fortuitous.
I haven't really thought of it, but I guess he really likes apples. Like, apples are his favorite thing.
All right.
Anytime he can get an apple, he'll get it.
All right. So, unless you got more ideas, all right, you're going to pick one of the following traits. All right? Fast, strong, or of notable stamina. Which would you prefer your horse to be?
Notable stamina.
All right, so
Stamina.
he can go for long journeys, and you can push him harder for longer periods of time without risking killing him. All right, he ain't faster than a normal horse, and he can't hold more. We can't carry more than a normal horse, but he can go the distance. He can go for speed. He's all alone in her time of need. No, I can't not make that reference. Like, it starts and then I have to finish it. All right, you are then going to pick one of the following three things. He is not skittish. He is not paranoid. Or he is not full of himself.
He is not skittish.
He is not skittish, so he's paranoid and full of himself. And he loves
Yeah.
apples, right? I want you to make notes of this so I can remember this. So that I don't wind up forgetting this stuff later and making an ass out of myself about your horse.
making him a horse's ass?
Hmm.
I knew there was something in there. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, now, he's paranoid. He's full of himself. He loves apples. Anything else? What was the most significant thing he did when he was a little baby horse? Something special. Tyrannus is thinking.
Real hard.
When he was a baby?
No, just a little calf.
Just a little calf? I'm not entirely sure.
All right, I got a couple of ideas. One, up at the crack of dawn every day. That's why I call him Sonny. And two, when the ranch hands had a kid, little boy, right? And they they went and they went off doing their thing, this little boy, right? And this little horse escaped, right, and followed little boy around. And little boy got himself into a bit of trouble with some bandits. And as a little calf, this horse managed to sneak up on these bandits and literally kick them in the back of the head and save little boy. In defense of, his ranch hand's kid, right?
I like that one.
So, Sonny is not here. He ain't responding, and Sonny's a very good horse. Sonny understands. You and Sonny are like this. So when your voice says, "Here, Sonny," and Sonny don't come calling, Sonny didn't hear you, or something is terribly wrong. Now there is one problem here, all right, and that is that Sonny can just go for ages and ages and ages. Unlike normal horses, which have a limited range of movement, even if it's, an inconvenient one for a person to travel, they gotta stop and rest after a while. Not Sonny. Sonny could just still be going. He could have been going since the moment you left him. But
oh no.
He really loves apples.
Do you have any apples on you?
Maybe. Can I check to see if I have any apples on me?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of the story moving along, that you did bring yourself some trail rations and shit along the way. So sure, you got an apple. It's dried, but you got
I got
one.
an apple right here. Well, such as it is.
That'll do. Come here. I take the apple. Go, Sonny, I got an apple for you, bud.
Alright, now Sonny does not respond immediately. But what I want you to do is I want you to roll me a search check. Actually, no, don't you have riding or animal handling?
I have both. I have horse riding.
Fan, you crit.
And I crit.
Alright, so as you are, that's actually good. You know what I'll do is I'll have you, alright, so here's what's gonna happen. Who's the crit for, by the way? Who's the crit from?
It was from Zang.
Thank you, Zangmak, for sparing Finn a whole boatload of trouble with his horse. All right. Now, so you are moving along, and you start walking along. Sonny, got an apple. Sonny, and you start walking around. You gotta walk. You start walking a wide radius around the starting point, right? And after a while, the word apple gets a whinny from the trees, right? And you are out there, right, in the woods where there's just nobody for miles, and you've had to walk a ways off the tracks as well. But you finally hear this whinny, and you hear that's Sonny. You know Sonny anywhere. You could tell Sonny apart from any horse, right? And so you start headed off in that direction where you find Sonny. Sonny is actually tied to a stake, like the way you would park a horse. But this ain't where you left him.
Okay, let's get you off that steak, buddy.
On the other side of that
apple.
On the other side of that steak, you're feeding Sonny the apple. And Sonny's very happy to see you, all right? On the other side of that steak, there's a couple of bedrolls. Small box of ammo.
I take the ammo. Because screw whoever took my horse.
Horse thieving? Punishable by hanging.
Exactly. So I'm getting my horse, mine, and then going back to Sam
All right.
with the ammo. What's in the ammo?
It's gonna be as appropriate for whatever. I want you to take. I want you to take 4 clips of whatever weapons you have each. So it is appropriate to you. This is a natural. This is a crit. This is an unnatural crit. So in addition, you will also find canteens of water, rations, and a small box filled with money.
How much money?
Money coming in the forms, there's at least $50 in this box. And that's just in dollars, all right? Then on top of that, these are, by the way, a mixture of Confederate and Union currency. All right, so you got Union currency, you got Confederate currency totaling about $50. There's also a small collection of watches and necklaces and jewelry. And there's a very nice, very expensive engraved derringer in there, right? It looks like you've stumbled upon the small camp of people who have been making a pretty penny for themselves, taking what they please from anybody who happens by, or maybe hitting the trains along the track here, which might have had something to do with how that train got disheveled.
All right. So that was $50 in both currencies, and
That's $50 in currencies and an unstated amount of money in valuables.
I'd take it all.
All right, so you loot the shit out of these people, and you just head back.
I head back with my horse, with my gun ready.
All right. So Matthias,
Yes, sir.
start following the tracks. It's not hard to find, Dodge City when your tracks go straight from Dodge to Tombstone. So you just kind of figure out which direction is Tombstone, and it's the direction you were headed. So you go the other way. Right, so you go the other way up the tracks, and eventually you will happen upon Sam, who is standing there without Finn.
I will look at Sam and I will say, "Where'd he go?"
I don't know. The weirdest thing came over me, and I apparently did not follow him to go find his horse. Well, he went to go find Sonny. He'll be back in a minute. He had an apple. It'll be fine.
You left him alone in this forest?
Since I realized that this is not that we did not give Sam the option, I'm putting her on the spot. Basically, what happened is Sonny does not like Ghost Rock, and so you accompanying him would have actually been a problem. And so now we have a real reason that is not you just being blasted on the spot for no reason. I never make mistakes.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
All right. Live audience.
He went to go find Sonny. Sonny doesn't like this stuff,
Oh, Sonny
So,
doesn't like...
I heard a winning. He'll be fine.
Don't do that.
Why are you mocking me?
No, I'm not. I'm not mocking you. I'm flabbergasted right now. I'm flabbergasted.
Why is that?
Because we have a man who is currently, I'm sure, concocting some kind of strange scenario about how there were highway robbers that created the wreckage of the train cart, or some other equally preposterous scenario. And we've left him to defend himself in a forest that may well try and eat him. Alone.
Matthias, I need to explain something to you. I'll put a hand on his shoulder. Finn is a big boy. And what he chooses to believe about the things that go on around us is up to him.
He's going to kill him.
It's not going to kill him. He'll be fine.
I'll look down. You're right. I'm sorry. You're new to this. I understand. That horse could well eat him right now. We don't know what happened to that horse.
What?
I will look around at the forest and notice that the trees are looking back at me. I will try not to make eye contact.
Because if you mean new to war, I'm pretty sure I'm doing a lot better than you, Mr. Man of the Cloth.
No, I will give you that. The fact that you held on to the fact that you held on for as long as you did is impressive. And I would at no point slight that. Unfortunately, I have seen some things, and most of them are real.
You care to tell me what they are? Because if we're going to beat them, I feel that I need to know.
I don't know that there are words for all of these things. You already know about the fish, which is the most relevant one.
Well, okay, yeah, I did see the fish.
I mentioned and the fishman thing in the inn. I wonder how we're going to get a hold of him. I suppose we can just give the item to that Stubtoe Duncan.
Oh, hell no. I would feel better going through the fish.
I don't know if that fish wants any part of us.
Well, ain't nothing going to happen unless we go back to town anyway, so...
Yeah, no, that's right.
It's about this time that Finn will come like march back with his gun and a box of money. And some canteens of water. And some food.
I'll look at Matthias. I told you! And I'll elbow him in the ribs.
Yeah, because there
with
is
my
absolutely...
left arm.
So guess what I found?
Nothing suspicious about grabbing a bag full of money where his horse fucking ran away. Are you goddamn out your... That is probably... Hi! How are you doing?
Yeah, I heard all of that, but I'm gonna let it slide because I have a bag full of money. I have my horse, which the thieving assholes took from this very spot to their camp down that way.
Bandits? I will look at Sam pointedly.
Are the horse's eyes red? That's what I want to know.
No, they ain't.
I would
look to see if the horse's eyes are red.
They are not.
Unpossessed horses!
What?
Nothing?
What do you mean by unpossessed?
As in there is no current owner. You just got it back.
I'm the owner.
Yes, however, it ran off. Therefore, it was unpossessed at that moment.
Stolen.
Repossessed. Right. I misspoke. I meant repossessed.
We'll have a talk later.
Hey, don't you take that tone with me, boy.
All right, so
can I see that money?
Maybe.
I'm not going to take any. You can keep whatever loot you found retrieving your horse from the bandits. I just wish to look at it.
Okay. Oh, by the way, we probably need to head out because they still had the bedrolls there.
Oh, well, ain't that fantastic?
Finn.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. Let's go.
Screw you! I was taking back what was right from mine.
I will grab. Don't worry, Finn. I don't think you're an idiot. I promise. I promise.
No! When the bandits come looking for their shit, he's gonna be on a fucking horse headed back to fucking Dodge, and we're gonna be walking.
Relax.
I'm
I
pretty
can get
sure,
back your
Matthias,
horses.
I'm faster than you, so.
Relax. I can get back your horses.
Well, you better get on it, son.
You better come with.
On that note, before Finn has the chance to, Finn concocts a plan to get everybody's horses back. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our top of the hour break because it is 10 o'clock. Holy shit, that was hilarious. I can't fucking even handle you people. I fucking love this game.
It was so hard to keep a straight face with you fucking losing your mind over there.
I knew exactly what you were doing the moment you were like, "Is it gonna come back with some crazy story about bandits or some shit?" Like that was classic Matthias. That was classic Matthias. All right.